very excited for today's video because we are baking today, but we're baking fall recipes. So I'm very pumped. Fraz actually found this first recipe and I'm not joking, it looks almost too good to be true, really. All you need is croissant rolls, Biscoff, and 1 egg. Apparently that's all you need. We'll see. Oh, I will show what these are supposed to look like at the end, but it just looked really easy. And so we're gonna make it tonight. Basically, you're going to roll out this whole croissant and then you're going to Biscoff all over it. That sounds horrible. You're going to put Biscoff all over it. I think you're gonna fold it over is what the recipe calls for. And then you're gonna put it into slices and then you like twist it, basically. I don't know. That was a horrible description, but you just sprinkle egg wash on top. Rub egg wash on top, brush egg wash on top. That's what you do with it. The recipe, I think, calls for not croissant rolls, but there were only croissant rolls and I think it's gonna work just fine. I'm being perfectly honest with you. Step 1, done. I'm going to time lapse this so it'll be done when you see it, and then we'll just be ready to twist and fold. I'm going to put this in a bowl and then I'm gonna heat it up a little so it's slightly easier to spread. Not very long, but it still needs it. I don't know how much to do. I guess this much? Is that like a cup and a half? This whole jar is 14.1 ounces. Very specific. Also, it's from Belgium. So that's probably why it smells so good. You know what they say about Belgians. Okay. I know I want to heat it less than 30 seconds, but maybe 15 seconds just to make it spreadable. I don't know about you, but if anything has cookie butter in it, like sign me up. It's not poisonous. Great. I was worried, now I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. The regular recipe calls for egg wash. Because this is a croissant roll, I don't know if it needs it. I'm gonna fold this over. One thing about me, I don't like having dirty hands, so. This is much smaller than I think we would be using like a pie crust or something. But that doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's different. Get a pizza cutter, and I'm gonna do this. The recipe calls for, okay? We're gonna split it up like this. Again, this is usually longer and it's not as thick if you use pie crust, but again, beggars can't be choosers, it's gonna be okay. So we're gonna take a long strip. It's probably not the best to example with, and then we're just going to twist it like this. Do you see how that kind of makes a spiral? So we're gonna do that. And this is a non-stick cookie sheet thing, I guess. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Also try cutting one of these in half because I'm a little concerned it's not gonna have enough cookie butter, which I know sounds crazy, but let's just practice with 2 of these and just make it a little smaller and maybe stretch it out a little more. Then I can tell you like what is actually going to work and what's not. Okay, I'm gonna finish these and then we are going to pop it in the oven for however long it says for the croissants, which is, I will be back once these are done and I will give you a taste test and then I will also give you like the best practices. Okay, while this is baking, we are going to start on our next dessert. Very excited about this. It is a super moist spice cake mix. So this should be pretty yummy. The instructions, we're just gonna follow those in the back. So we need a cup of water, 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. So we are literally just gonna put it all in, and then we're gonna mix it for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna pour into a greased baking dish, which this one's really cute, I know. And then we're gonna literally bake it for 25 minutes, and that's it. Could these potentially be the easiest things to make in the world? Yes. Here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people feel like we've lost the art of boxed anything. Like everyone wants to do everything from scratch, which is awesome for them. I'm just not that kind of girl. My favorite cooking show to watch growing up was 30 minutes or 30-minute meals or something like that with Rachel Ray, and Semi-Homemade with Sandra Lee. So, and I don't know if you guys know who Sandra Lee is. She has that like one gif / meme that's like in a shot of vodka and it's like glug, 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 glug. That's that girl. And I just like loved watching her growing up, quite literally when I was like in middle school, because everything she did just looked so easy, and you could get it, like you could get most of it at the grocery store. And she just had a way of like doctoring up her meals and things where it looked really fancy, like the way she presented it, or like, you know, she garnished it, or, you know, she added like pudding mix to her cake mix, which this already has, by the way. But she just made everything so simple. I have to get a 1/4 of a cup. Okay. Anyways, she made everything so simple, and I loved that. It sounds silly, but it just made me feel like I could cook. Like it made me feel like my 12-year-old self. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be able to cook one day because this girl's doing it. I feel like if you ever see me make anything or present anything, I'm like, this is very semi-homemade, or I got this from the store and then I plated it really nice and I like added, you know, green onions to the top. We are going to mix this for 2 minutes and then I'll be back. Always clean as you go. Trivet. I think something fun to do would be to make cinnamon sugar to like top it with. Pour this in. Again, this is going into a 9x13 greased baking dish. And then we are going to cook this for 30 minutes. Those cookie butter things are gonna be so good, and I have a good feeling that it really won't matter how we slice and diced it. It just won't. I just have a good feeling about it. It looks so good. At 350 for 25 minutes. Now let us turn our attention to these beauts. I'm very excited about this. These are out of the oven. They look so yummy. I kind of want to like try one. Oh, this one looks like a little snail. Oh, these are so good. I'm gonna try 3 different toppings. The first one is going to be a cinnamon sugar mix. The next one is going to be just regular sprinkled like powdered sugar. And then the next one is going to be like basically like icing that you would put like on a cinnamon roll. So we're gonna make this, and I don't really have a lot of cinnamon, so we're just gonna have to, all of this I am measuring with my heart. Like there is no rhyme or reason. And we don't need to do a lot because there are not a lot of these, and we're doing like 3 different spreads, if you will. So 3 different toppings, so we don't really need that much. Okay. We're gonna mix that up. Okay, literally, this is just the yummiest thing. If you have like toast or anything, I like highly recommend making cinnamon sugar. My mom did this growing up. Like, she would just randomly make our toast cinnamon sugar, and it would, that's hot. And it would make me so happy, like so happy when I would like, I just knew it was gonna be a good day when we had cinnamon sugar on our toast. Okay, I am literally just taking the top of the little swirl thing and I'm just dipping it in there. It kind of helps because the cookie butter kind of helps it like adhere, which is nice. We're gonna do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. So I know the powdered sugar is gonna be good, but I think this is gonna be better. So we're gonna do like 1 powdered sugar, maybe 2. And then we're gonna do that. This one's kind of a Hot Mess Express, so I feel like it just needs this, because I feel like adding icing to it would just like make it kind of kooky. And it's only gonna be my husband and I eating these, so if you're like, ew, that's unsanitary. Okay. I'm not giving it to the kids at school, so it's all good. Like, you know this is gonna be good. It's cookie butter, it's cinnamon, it's croissants, and it's sugar. Like, of course it's gonna be good. It's just how good. This is very much measuring with my heart. Very much. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up for this one. This is heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla. And when I say vanilla, I mean you need to put the most minuscule amount, the tiniest amount. It will make a difference, but also putting too much in will make a difference. Ooh, we're almost out of powdered sugar. Maybe I'll just use the whole thing. Trial and error. You may be thinking to yourself, how do you get it that good of a consistency? Trial and error. If you think it's too watery, add more powder. Or you think it's too thick, add whipping cream. But I fear that that is perfect. Now we're gonna measure, because we are going, I should be using measuring spoons and stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put a tiny amount in the cap, and then I'm gonna put a drop. I wish I had a dropper because I would use it. I know that's ridiculous, but I would. We're mixing that up. It's a nice like ivory color. Hold on, let's taste. If the vanilla is too powerful, you can always put a little more cream and a little more sugar. Okay, unfortunately, I fear I am out of sugar, so that's just gonna have to do. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go in and dip like this. Okay, I'm gonna get a taste test from him. Hold please. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to Fraz and he's gonna taste test the one with icing, the one without icing, and then the one with powdered sugar, or I mean, brown sugar. Okay, you're going to, he has our baby on him. So there is, here I have a napkin for you too. Okay, so one has cinnamon sugar,
original, and an icing.
Yes, and remember, I reminded the audience that this is supposed to be like pie fill, or like, what is it supposed to be instead of croissants?
Oh, puff pastry.
Puff pastry, that's it. So
original.
Okay, I've already tried it.
I was trying to.
Oh, good.
Of course, it's great. Just golf. Of course, it's gonna be great.
That's what I said.
1.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's original.
Yeah.
Let's go with this.
Okay, that one I think will be my favorite. I haven't tried the extra ones yet. That one's good.
That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10. That's really
Yay!
good. That works so well. Yeah, that's easy. I don't think you could change that any other way. Make it better. Okay.
Dang. This is like cinnamon roll, like icing. Different, but good.
Oh yeah. That's like a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, they're all good.
Yay! Hey, you heard it from the man's lips. Honestly, he loves me so much, but he would not say, oh my gosh, this is so good, if he did not think it was good. So we love an honest king. Try both and let me know. And if you use puff pastry, I'm sure it'll be awesome, but you will need egg wash if you do puff pastries. So just note, clean up real quick. I have a special guest with me. We are in the middle of feeding. As you can see, the cake was done in the middle of my time lapse, which was very exciting. And then I also, not as exciting, I wanted to do a similar icing that we did on the cookie butter spirals, swirl, whatever we want to call it. And I am out of powdered sugar. So imagine this cake with lots of drizzled icing, but not the kind from the jar, like the cinnamon roll kind. Oh, that would have been so good. But I don't, honestly, between you and me, I don't really like cake. So I think it might be kind of fun. I don't have the materials or really anything for it, but I feel like this would be really fun to turn into a cake pop. I'm gonna try this, actually, since we're the only people doing it. 2 seconds, little girl. We're just gonna try a corner of this. Wait, did I say that I don't really like cake? But I love the corner. That's good. Definitely, if you want something fall, you need to make that. You know what I feel like also would be really yummy? Icing that we made, but add cinnamon sugar to it, like powdered sugar and then add cinnamon. That would just like really put it over the top, and I feel like that would be perfect on this. Okay, now I'm very excited because we are moving on to pumpkin hot chocolate and like a spiced apple cider. One thing about me, I'm a drink girly. Like, I'm gonna have a fun drink for sure. And so I think this will be perfect. So I'm gonna finish feeding her, and then she may still be in my arms, but we're gonna try and make a pumpkin hot chocolate. Let's go. This looks like I'm trying to be healthy with the Fairlife and the sugar-free maple syrup, but I'm not. This is truly all that we have. But this next recipe is a pumpkin hot chocolate. I'm not the biggest pumpkin girl, but 'tis the season is what I always say. I feel like these are some of like the easiest recipes that you can make with your kids, that your kids could help you make. I just love it. Okay, here's the thing. When you are making hot chocolate, I know it has like directions on the back where it's like, oh, 1 cup per 1, packet. But to me, the best way I like to measure, this could be a cup, this could not be a cup. I don't actually know, but it is my cup that I'm going to use. I like to fill it, if I want to drink here, I fill it like to here, okay? We're gonna pour that in, and since I'm making 2 servings, I'm just gonna do that twice. So nice, we're doing it twice. And the recipe on Pinterest calls for just regular hot chocolate, or like cocoa mix. However, I'm gonna use a hot chocolate mix, and specifically we're gonna bump it up a notch because it's sea salt caramel. So I feel like this will be really yummy, and yeah, it's just gonna be great. So we're gonna combine 2 packets in there. It wants like a tablespoon, like 1 or 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. When you are kind of measuring with your heart and your head and your eyes, good rule of thumb is to count in Mississippis, like that's how many tablespoons. So you would say like 1 Mississippi. That was a lot. That's a lot more than 1 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi? I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a lot more viscous than I thought. And then I'm gonna get 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. You may be asking yourself, why is it in that container? That is because I made another recipe with this, which is so fun. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this, and then I'm gonna add, I think like 1/2 teaspoon or 1/4 of a teaspoon or something like that of this is pumpkin pie spice. So I really think that this will really bump it up a notch. Whisk it all together, heat it on the stove. We're gonna put it in the mug. I'm gonna put whipped cream on top. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on it, and then we're gonna have a taste test, and I'm gonna tell you how freaking good it is. Ignore this, I just had to clean the area because of who I am as a person. Let's say something embarrassing on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Try Everything by Shakira from Zootopia. Makes me cry every time I hear it. Anyways, let's try this hot chocolate. This is an obvious. Duh. Okay, also we're gonna judge, Oop, a little too much. Oop, it got on the counter. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Okay, we've done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Are we 3 for 3? Holy crap, that's good. And of course, I couldn't tell you the exact measurements it doesn't matter. You know your taste buds the best. So when it comes to like things like this, you can measure truly with your head, heart, mouth, eyes, whatever. Cake, you have to be a little bit more to the book, by the recipe, if you will. By the book, not to the book. I'm an idiot. Anyways, but this kind of stuff, you can measure with your heart. You know your taste buds the best. Ugh. If you don't like pumpkin, this is my thought. If you don't like pumpkin, don't add the puree, but still add the maple syrup and the pumpkin pie spice. I don't love pumpkin myself, so this would still be really yummy without it. The puree, I feel like, just gives it that extra fall oomph, if you will, but it's really yummy. For some reason, I'm like not getting the whipped cream when I drink. Now that we're done with this one, I'm excited for this next and final one. So this is like going to be a spiced kind of apple cider thing. But I was reading a couple recipes online on Pinterest, and then I looked in my fridge and I saw that I had chai in my fridge. This could either go horribly or I could have found the next thing. So here's what I have in my cup right now. This apple cider, pretty much like up to here, I guess. I've added 3 hearty splashes of this chai, and you may be wondering like, why chai? Like, why did you choose chai? This chai had a lot of the same ingredients that online wanted you to put in, but it does have like ginger and black tea added, obviously because it's chai. So I'm a little nervous about that, but the one thing that this did not have that I feel like would make this is brown sugar. So I'm gonna scoop out just like, this is a tablespoon, or I think, of brown sugar. I'm maybe gonna do like half, like 1.5. Maybe too much, but I feel like I can just tell you if it's too sweet. Okay, I've heated this in the microwave. It's only for me, so, or else I would have made like a bigger serving in like the crock pot. But if this is good, I'm gonna make it in the crock pot. That, okay. I'm a genius. Like, how does it feel to be in the presence of greatness? Like, I am a genius. This is so good. You wanna know something else? This is not warm at all. The 30 seconds in the microwave did nothing, but it's still that good. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I need to tell someone about this. I think I'm freaking out because it's just so easy. Like, guys, we have cracked the code. We don't need to buy 1,000 of these because I'm not joking. It wanted orange and allspice and cinnamon and like cloves and cranberries and like so many other things. And I think all of those things would be really yummy. I just couldn't decide which recipe I wanted to follow because it all looked good. But this has, let me read you the ingredients that this one specifically has. It has water and black tea, obviously, black pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, ginger root, cloves, chicory root, star anise, is that how you pronounce that? Sugar, honey, ginger juice, citric acid, and vanilla extract. That, I've cracked the code. I've absolutely cracked the code. I was going to make, if this was bad, I was gonna make, this is a fresh mug, don't worry. I was gonna make the fancy Pinterest one in this one if this one was bad. But it's not, it's really good. I was gonna have like a problem in the video and then we were gonna solve it together. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And truly, again, you know your own taste buds, measure with your heart, but I knew that I wanted it to be a little more sweet. I think it could be even less sweet. Call me crazy. But this is very yummy. This is good. Sorry I freaked out. I just was so surprised that something I came up with worked. Which, like, that's not like a knock on me. It kind of is, I guess, but I feel like the things I come up with never work. Yay! Is this the start of my, you know, cooking era? The semi-homemade with Rachel era? Who knows? I don't know if that's copyrighted or not, so all credit to them, all credit to Food Network. Seriously, thank you for watching today's video. We have new videos in the month of October, we have new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. This has been so fun. I love like little cooking videos like this. I hope you make these recipes because they're so freaking easy. And if you do, let me know. And if you have a way to like make it better, Exhibit A, let me know, because I think cooking is so fun. I hate the dishes that I have to do after with it, but for the most part, it is very fun. I think it's most fun when I don't have to follow a recipe. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed today's video and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah.